Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yasmin. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. So today I'm going to be teaching you a simple formula that will help you boost your sales without having to list new inventory. If you're interested in reseller content, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when I post new videos. So most sellers know that daily listing is very important to make consistent sales. But what if you don't have inventory? I'm going to show you an easy way to keep your eBay store active and at the same time boost sales without having to list new inventory that you may or may not have. So let's get started. Well, I have a small eBay store. Currently, I have under 200 listings in my store, and I don't list new inventory every day, and I don't buy inventory every month, as I mentioned in my last video. So listing is not realistic for me every day. I do have a full-time job, which is being a stay-at-home mom. If you can relate, please comment below. I'm a full-time mom. My baby just turned 1 year old a few weeks ago or a week ago. So as you know, my sales are not as great as other sellers, but I have found a formula that actually works for me, that actually has been keeping my eBay store active and at least making weekly sales. I'm not saying daily because I do not have daily sales. Some months are busier than others, and July has definitely been a very slow month for me. June was very, very busy, but July is slow. Now, the information that I'm going to share with you is going to be from my own personal experience. It may or may not work for you. This simple method has worked for me ever since I started to incorporate it and doing it regularly. So again, it may or may not work for you, and this is why. You may not have the time to do it every day. It takes too much of your time, or you just don't have time for it. But you do whatever is best for your business. For me, being a full-time mom keeps me busy, and eBay is my side hustle. Selling or reselling online is just something that I do on the side for extra little cash. But if this is your full-time job, this can actually be another way that can help you boost your sales. And I'm gonna share some experiences that I just had and that I had last month and I just had like yesterday doing what I'm gonna share today. Number one, ending old and stale inventory. But it doesn't stop just there. This includes the following: listings that are not getting enough views and are basically stale for the whole month. Listings that have a lot of views, but no one's buying. There's obviously something wrong. And this can also include listings that have been sitting on your store for over 30 days and have been relisted automatically by eBay once or twice since you listed that item. But it doesn't stop there. As I said, once you end a listing, you have two options. One, you have the option to relist your item, or two, you have the option to sell similar. Which one do you choose once you end a listing? Because that is definitely going to be key. Remember, when you relist an item or allow an item to be relisted, it really doesn't change anything. The amount of viewers are still there, and if you had any watchers, they would be basically rolled over. And nothing changes, except it just It just got relisted. So really there's no changes. However, there is a change when you sell similar. When you choose sell similar, your item will show as a new listing on your eBay store, and that will push the item to the top. However, make sure that when you do choose sell similar, you are making changes, that you're not simply choosing sell similar and everything remains the same. No, you do have to make changes. You can maybe update photos. You can rewrite the title. And I'm gonna give you some examples because I'm gonna go into my phone and I'm gonna show you what I do and give you examples of items that can be ended and you can sell similar to update your item and give it a very brand new fresh start. So make sure again that you don't simply click sell similar and then submit. There are things that you need to do as a seller to get your item a fresh start. Number one, you can adjust the title, switch things around, do research, and try to use other sellers' titles, even ones that have been sold recently. You can try to, see what kind of wording they use, how do they describe the item. You can also take advantage of Therapy Product Research, which is a free tool offered by eBay to sellers. So take advantage of it because it will tell you what has sold in the last 90 days, for example. And then you can, see what title other sellers use for their item, check the categories, make sure that your item is in the correct category, make sure that your item is accurately described, if you want to increase or decrease your price. If you do not offer free shipping, can you offer free shipping? Or can you drop the price by a few cents or a whole dollar? So just try to make some changes into that listing before you submit it. Again, it's very important to make adjustments and changes to that item. You can keep the photos you have if they're really good photos and there's great lighting. You don't need to make any changes. You can just keep them. Just make sure that you do make some changes in the title and description and the pricing, wherever else it's needed. So once you've made all the necessary adjustments to your item, simply list your item and your item will be basically considered new. And it will show as a new listing on your eBay store. Do this for at least 5 items. So if you don't have new inventory to sell, check items that are getting ready to expire and end them all. And then instead of using Relist, just click sell similar and basically do those adjustments for those items. So this simple method has definitely helped me to make at least weekly sales. I hope it helps you as well. Like I said, ever since I started to incorporate this into my activity, since I don't list every day and I don't buy inventory regularly to be listing every day. However, your eBay store still needs to be active. It still needs to show activity, that it's not just in dormant status. So in order to keep it active, this is just one simple method that you can incorporate if you don't have brand new inventory or if you just don't have the time to list new inventory. It doesn't take long, but definitely do research to make sure that you have a great title, you have a great description, and your description can be as simple as condition, size, and quantity. That's it. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be long and take up the whole page. Keep it simple. Well, I hope this helps. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I do on my phone to do this process. Check it out. Okay, we are in my eBay store. I do have 170 items, but unfortunately the first trial that I did not work. But these are all of the items that were recently ending. They were ending in like 20 something hours. And so I went ahead and ended all of these. But just to kind of give you an idea what I normally do to keep my eBay active, I scroll all the way to the bottom. Now, this is not recommended for someone who has 200, 300, 400 listings and above, just because it would really take a lot of time. It is better for you to do this if you have a small store, or if you want to end listings that are getting ready to expire and not let them relist on their own. It's better to do it on the computer, because if you have a big store, of course, it's so much easier and so much simpler. So as you can see, I have a few items that I'm also going to end. It says, for example, this Aqua 4 baby healing ointment ends in 4 days. I'm not going to worry too much about it. These that are ending in a couple days, I'm not going to worry about it, just because I can actually end them once it gets closer to that. That way every day I'm showing some kind of activity. So for example, this item here, this Yes to Super Berries mask scrub, I'm going to go ahead and end it, because it does say that it's going to renew in 1 day. I normally would just end the listing. I'm going to go ahead and choose this item is no longer available for sale. I'm going to end the item. And I'm just going to do a couple of these just to kind of demonstrate. I don't know why it's taking forever. Then I'm just going to go back so that I don't get knocked out of the place I'm at right now, and I'm not really trying to scroll all the way to the top. And this is another item that has been listed for 30 days. It only has 40 views. Really not much activity there. I'm going to go ahead and end it as well. This item is no longer available for sale. Okay, so I'm just going to do just those two just for demonstration purposes. Now my items bumped up to 2 items. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do this one right here. What I normally do, as I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and sell similar. But before I do that, I want to get an idea, what is this item selling for? So I'm going to copy and paste the title. And I'm going to just look at similar items. This one is selling, that one looks like it's mine, the $7.59, because that's what I'm selling for. I'm charging $1.99 for shipping. All right, so let me go back. And this person is selling it for $8.99. This person is selling it for theirs for $13.99. I'm just trying to figure out if it's even worth selling one item at a time. What I could do is, instead of, I could actually sell it as is. I do have a lot of 3, but I'm just going to go ahead and see how much is selling individually. So the last item that sold was this one right here on July 7 for $7.99. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste their title. Make sure I did copy, and I'm going to go ahead and copy their title. And then here we are at my listing. I'm going to go ahead and choose a sell similar item. I'm going to keep my photos because I do not want to make any changes to it. I'm going to go ahead and paste the title that they had, because it seemed like it was a pretty good title. I have 3. What I could do, I could decrease the price to $7.99. Well, you know what? Since I actually offer daily sales, I always offer either 5%, 7%, 6%. At times I do offer 8% sell, so that I am covered. Maybe I'm just going to offer up the item to $8.25. I'm not going to allow any offers on this particular item, simply because the price is actually very competitive already. I am still going to keep, I'm still going to go ahead and keep buyer pays $1.99, or actually I can offer free shipping since the item is not too heavy. Well, it is 8 ounces. All right, we'll just keep it at that. I'm not gonna make any changes on the description just because the description is pretty good. I did remove a few changes on the title, on the price, and also on, I went to free shipping. I'm gonna go ahead and list my item. Let me go ahead and view the listing real quick. Taking a little second here. Free shipping, photos still look great. That's it for that one. And I don't understand why it still says it stays on the unsold. Maybe it's because I chose to do sell similar. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove it from here. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe check out this item right here. I'm gonna also copy and paste the title. I'm just doing two just to kind of demonstrate. I wanna see how other people are titling them. They are selling them for $7.99. And then I'm gonna go check real quick. So these are selling for about $7.99. There's $8.55, $9.97. I had it for $9.17 before. I might drop the price. So then I'm gonna go ahead and choose, just kind of take a look at what has sold. It looks like these items are selling very well in lots of two, which I do have a lots of two. I'm just gonna show you briefly. I just listed this item today. It's a lot of two. Maybe I can bring the price a little bit down because they are selling, you know, for about $10, $10.50. So I may drop the price just a bit, but again, I do offer, let's not worry about that. I don't even know why I'm showing you something that I shouldn't be working on right now. We are working on this guy right here. We are working on this guy right here. $5.92. Boy, how do you even make a profit out of that? This one sold for $8.10 back in June. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and use, I'm going to use their listing and, no, let me just going to use their, well, I want something more similar to mine. Well, whatever. Their title is pretty similar to mine, so I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste it. It looks completely the same. I'm just going to have to move stuff around. I'm going to sell similar. I'm going to keep my photos. Maybe I can just move this somewhere else. Or let me just copy and paste the other title that I got. It might look a little bit different. Oh, but I'm only selling one, so I just have to make sure I remove that. And I might just bring the price to, one is selling for $6.99. Guess I could have done that at first. So I'm just gonna do $7.99 because I do. Now notice here I'm gonna go ahead and offer free shipping to make that change. I probably only would get a few cents for this. But okay. So then I'm gonna go ahead and list it. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and keep my shipping, honestly. Might change shipping for the other ones because it's $7.99. However, I do offer discounts as I mentioned, so that price is going to go down. Then I'm going to go ahead and list my item. All right, so simple as that, guys. It's right there. There you go. We already have one viewer, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty standard. So this is one way you can stay active in your eBay store without listing brand new inventory that you may or may not have. It's just a simple way to keep your store busy and make sales by doing this. Okay, story time, guys. So yesterday, or was it the day before yesterday? No, it was yesterday because I sold a book recently. So I was ending, I think it was like 5 items that were listing like within an hour or so. I went ahead and ended all those listings and did what I just showed you on the phone. How can you not? After completing the listing, I think like 20 minutes later, I had a sale. And that's exactly what I did for the month of June. And I had so many sales in June. I mean, compare me, like I said, I've said in my previous videos, I'm just a small fish. This is part-time, this is a side hustle. This is not something that I do for a living. It's not a full-time job. And I don't depend on the money of this. This is just something extra that I make on the side. I'm still trying to build capital. However, this method, this formula, is something that I incorporated a lot in the month of June, and I had a lot of sales. It was honestly one of my best months since I started this eBay journey. But it's just to show you an example. Yesterday, like I said, I was doing this, what I just showed you, and boom, an hour later I got a sale, or 20 minutes later, I can't remember exactly. But yeah, it works, guys. Just keep yourself busy. See, she keeps me busy. She's going through my notes. Say bye. You say bye? Say bye. Say bye. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If it was informative, make sure that you comment in the description below and let me know. And let me know what other things that you do to keep your eBay store active and boost your sales. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.